Hey there, I'm Coach Cassandra, and today we're going to be talking about protein, the importance of protein, what the recommended intake is, and how you can get your protein. Stay tuned. So first up, let's talk about the importance of protein. Protein is one of the main building blocks of the human body, helping us grow and also repair tissue, while also helping our hormones and immune system function properly. Now, protein is made up of amino acids. I'm sure you've heard of that, of which the body actually requires 20 different amino acids. The good news is that our body can make 11 of these amino acids. These are known as the non-essential amino acids, if you've heard of that. So eating them really is unnecessary since our body can already make it. However, there are 9, that leaves 9 amino acids that our body doesn't make. Now, these are called essential amino acids. And these are the amino acids that we need to make sure that we include in our diet. If you want to get technical, these are the 9 essential amino acids that we need to include in our diet. Now, as important as getting these 9 essential amino acids are, most people don't need much protein in order to meet their daily requirements, in part because our body can recycle protein very efficiently and prefer other nutrients for fuel for exercise, such as carbohydrates. In fact, Americans eat roughly twice as much protein as they actually need. Now, athletes, on the other hand, who train or work out regularly often require more protein than regular people. So if all of this protein is required, well, how much is actually needed? What is the recommended protein intake? Now, as discussed earlier, most people tend to get more than enough protein, even if they are following a vegan, vegetarian, or plant-based diet. Now, the recommended daily allowance for the protein ranges country to country, but in the US and Canada, the recommended amount is 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. So for a 170-pound person, that's going to be roughly 62 grams of protein. Now, that's not very much. That if you divide that by your 3 meals, that's 20 or so grams per meal. Now, also what I mentioned earlier is that athletes or people who tend to work out or train regularly require a bit more protein. Now, depending on the sport and activity that you engage in, endurance athletes like distance runners, cyclists require actually about 50% more protein. That's quite a bit. So that's 1.2 to 1.4 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. Now, if you're a bodybuilder or a strength athlete seeking to make gains, which is weight gains, muscle gains, as quickly as possible, can require twice as much protein or more, 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. Okay, so now that we know the importance of getting protein, what is recommended for your protein intake, let's talk about how we can get that protein from plant-based sources. So first up is soy products. Soy products are among one of the richest protein sources with a plant-based diet. The protein content does vary with how the soy is prepared. So first up, the obvious one is tofu. Now, firm tofu contains about 10 grams of protein per half a cup. That's pretty darn good. Edamame is also a very popular one, and these are actually just immature soybeans, and they contain 8.5 grams of protein per half a cup. That's a wonderful addition to a salad or something like that. Now, tempeh, which is actually fermented soybeans, contain 15 grams of protein per half a cup. Now, that is awesome. Next up is lentils. Lentils are great, whether it's red or green lentils. They contain plenty of protein, lots of fiber, key nutrients including iron and even potassium. Now, cooked lentils contain about 8.84 grams of protein per half a cup. Cooked chickpeas are also a fantastic source for protein. They contain 7.25 grams per half a cup. Now, how about nuts? Let's start first with peanuts. Peanuts are protein rich, full of healthy fats, and they can help improve heart health. They contain around 20.5 grams of protein per half a cup. However, they are high in fat, so you have to keep that in mind with the rest of your nutrition. Now, almonds, on the other hand, are 16.5 grams of protein per half a cup, and they provide a good amount of vitamin E, which is great for your skin and eyes. Have you ever tried spirulina? Well, spirulina is blue or green algae that contain about 8 grams of protein per 2 tablespoons. Now, spirulina actually comes in the form of a powder or a supplement. It can be added to water, smoothies, fruit juice. You can also sprinkle it over stuff like your salads, something to increase your protein content. I actually use it in the form of pasta with edamame. So it's edamame and spirulina to make an awesome protein-rich pasta. Now, did you know that potatoes actually contain protein? A large baked potato actually offers 8 grams of protein per serving. So potatoes can make a wonderful, healthy, flavorful snack. And here's a little tidbit for you. Instead of adding butter to increase the fat content, try adding 2 tablespoons of hummus. This will increase the flavor and can make quite a tasty snack. Now, many dark colored leafy greens and vegetables actually contain protein as well. Eaten alone, these foods are not enough to meet daily protein requirements, but a few vegetable snacks can increase protein intake, particularly when combined with other protein-rich foods. A single serving of about a medium stalk of broccoli contains 4 grams of protein. Kale offers 2 grams of protein. And 5 medium mushrooms actually contains 3 grams of protein. Now, do you see how all of this can add up to get your daily 64, 60-something grams of protein requirement? Now, how about seitan? Seitan is actually a complete protein made from mixing wheat gluten with various spices. The high wheat content means that it should be avoided by people who are gluten intolerant or celiac. For others, it can be a protein-rich meat substitute. What's amazing about seitan is that it actually offers 21 grams per 1/3 of a cup. So you don't even have to eat that much and you get a huge amount of protein. Now, last protein source that I have for you is Ezekiel bread. It is a nutrient-dense alternative to traditional bread. It is made from barley, wheat, lentils, millet, and spelt. Ezekiel bread is an excellent choice for bread lovers who want a more nutritious way to eat toast or sandwiches. Now, Ezekiel bread offers 4 grams of protein per slice. So get even more protein by toasting your Ezekiel bread and spreading it with maybe peanut butter or almond butter. Now, of course, any talk about protein has to include protein powders. Protein powders are fantastic when you just need to add more protein to your diet and you don't want to do it by eating food. But the best way to get the full variety of nutrients and everything else is just to eat all of those protein-rich foods that I just talked about. However, if you still need to up your protein, if you're a bodybuilder or you just can't eat that much protein-rich foods, then add some protein powder to maybe some oatmeal, some pancakes, or even have a protein shake. Mix it up, and that is the most important thing when eating your protein or any other nutrient is variety. That's it for now. I hope you liked today's talk about protein, and I will see you next time. Bye.